Greetings and salutations and welcome back to Quest for Glory 3, Wages of War. So, let me just check on everything here. Where did we leave off? When we last left off, first of all we finished Quest for Glory 2, in case you missed that. Defeated the bad guy, saved the day, got adopted as Prince of Shapier. Then, come Quest for Glory 3, we departed our presumed palatial life to go with our friends Rakeesh and Uhura to their homeland of Tarna, to specifically the broader land of East Fricana, I believe it's called. Here there is dark rumor of war between the Savannah tribe and the Leopard Men tribe. And there are suggestions that there might be more than mere tribal tensions. Well, that's not quite the right word. Mere tensions between two rather different peoples at work here. And it's been noted that the body of the villain from the previous game, Adavis, was never found, and it's been noticed that his death released a large amount of magical energy, which it has been speculated may have fed into what happened well, the events that led up to this war, in short. That's what I'm trying to say, without giving away quite too much. Excuse me while I just adjust a couple of things on my end. Let me put it on the screen, that'll be better, I think. Okay. Excuse me, I don't think we need the credits right now. So, let's restore game and begin. Oh yes, and we've been in Tarna for a couple of days now, I think. Can we put out this candle? No, I think it'll just be out when we get there. This, by the way, is our room in the local inn. It is really, really pretty. As far as I'm concerned, pretty much all of this game is. It is, to my mind, the most beautiful of the Quest for Glory games. Anyway, let's just have some breakfast. This is essentially the restaurant room of the inn. This is the welcome woman who runs the place, more or less. Good day, friend of paladins and kings. How best may I serve you? We can flirt with her, but I happen to know that she is married, so I'm not going to do that. Well, let's ask about her. It has been very busy here already. It will be nice to lie down again on a soft bed. Tell me about rumors. There is talk of a stranger who's come to Tarna to bring peace. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint. And gossip. You will free us from the terror of war, will you not, one who speaks peace? And I like that. There are essentially two layers to asking people about rumors. Tell me about Tarna. You should visit with the apothecary before you leave the city again. He who walks far. Let me try that line again. You should visit with the apothecary before you leave the city again. He who walks far. He may be able to sell something you need. We have actually spoken to him. Apothecary? The apothecary's shop is nearby. In fact, it's just about outside. What's on the menu? We have a meal from my own family's recipes today. It is honeyed goat eyes with almonds and rice. It is one of my favorites. Interesting. Tell me about it. Goat's eyes are a delicacy among the people of the north. Okay. Hello. Mahaba Effendi. You are most welcome here, he who is polite. Right, let's have a meal. I will bring your meal right out. So yes, we've been to the bazaar, we've bought a whole bunch of stuff. Can't look at our inventory just now while we're in a cutscene. I do like this little scarab icon, by the way. This is our waiting icon, our busy icon. Here comes our food. Quick service in this place, I will say. Here is your feast, may it please you. This food looks strange, and apparently it looks at you, but smells delicious. You pay the welcome woman for your meal. Be welcome, and may you enjoy it. Right. We can't talk to... Oh, you enjoy your meal. It was very tasty, even if it was a bit strange. Anyway, we can't really talk to the people here because they don't know our language. There's no Adventurers Guild Hall here, by the way. There's just this little notice board. There's not much going on there. We've also seen a bit of Tarnian justice. We aided in the capture of a thief in the bazaar. He was taken to the Hall of Justice, where he was judged guilty and thus rendered honourless. He was not terribly bothered by being made honourless, but I suppose we'll see what comes of that eventually. The apothecary stays in here. His name is Salim. We told him about Julinar, who he had been dreaming of romance with. And finally, we went into the temple up at the top of this tiered city, the Temple of Sekhmet, where we were told that we were to be judged, but that we must come back with a gift from the heart of the world in order to do so, if I recall correctly. Anyway, this place here is the home of Rakeesh and his wife Krisha. They did ask us to give them some space yesterday, since they had some catching up to do, apparently. Understandable, given that Rakeesh had been away for some while. But let's go in and chat with them today, especially since Krisha is a magic user. Might be able to teach us, since we are ourselves a wizard. Good day, young prince. I hope that your experiences with the Council of Judgment did not upset you. You greet Krisha. You will always be welcome in our house, young hero. Oops. Tell me about honor. Honor is very important to Lion Taurs. Most Lion Taurs would rather die than be considered without honor. Rakeesh intends to pledge his honor to bring peace. If war does occur, he can never again enter Tarna. Which might be a bit of a hint as to what being honorless means for that thief that I mentioned. Tell me about peace. As Rakeesh would say, I do not know if there can be peace in Tarna. I only know that I must try to create peace in Tarna. I like that. And Rakeesh? Rakeesh is speaking with Raja now. He will return here later if you wish to speak with him. You realize, do you not, how special Rakeesh is? The only ruler of Tarna to walk away from the throne, the only Lion Taur to become a paladin. You and I are both very lucky to know him. Not that you're tiny bit biased, creature, after all. Ruler? Rakeesh was king of Tarna some 15 turns of the sun ago. He gave up his rule to rid the world of the demon wizard. Demon wizard, you say? The demon wizard which Rakeesh defeated had many powers. It would not greatly surprise me if that same demon wizard is the cause of all our problems now. It did swear revenge after all. That sounds concerning. Paladin. Rakeesh became a paladin through his actions and beliefs. It is difficult at times being life mate to a paladin. A paladin tends to travel wherever he is needed. It is so seldom Rakeesh and I have a chance to be together. Oh. That does sound difficult. Essentially a long-distance relationship of sorts. They do at least have magic that they can use to communicate, and Krisha knows a portal spell that can move people such as Rakeesh from place to place, and it occurs to me now that maybe that's why she knows that portal spell specifically, so that she can make contact with Rakeesh and bring him home quickly, and send him out to his destination safely, perhaps. Hadn't occurred to me before. Anyway, tell me about the Council. As you can tell, the Council of Judgment consists solely of female Lion Taurs. This is because it is assumed males are too emotional to make rational decisions. It's very tempting to say something snarky in favour of that, but I will be a little more even-handed and not say something. So, but anyway, tell me about basically, I'm tempted to agree with her, but not really. Anyway, magic. My people have a saying, curiosity haunts a human. It certainly seems true in your case. Huh, interesting. So the cats have a saying about humans and curiosity too, it seems. Very well. If you wish to learn more about magic, you and I shall perform a ritual together. This ritual is that of the magic staff. Ah, staff? A magic staff is both a container and an amplifier of the magic user's spells. It is a thing of magic and does not really exist in this world, so the wizard must summon the magic staff for each use. And the ritual? The ritual to create your magic staff shall take place here in my ritual chamber. However, before we can perform the ceremony, you must first return here with some magical wood. Okay, so we have a new little side quest. Good. Well, let's say goodbye. Goodbye, young hero. May you find more rest. May you find the rest of your stay in Tarna to be more peaceful. Good luck with that. But thank you, Krisha. Much appreciated. Remember that Rakeesh will be making the Pledge of Peace before the Council. Should you choose to explore the Savannah, please stay within a day's journey of Tarna. And funny you should mention a Krisha. That is exactly what I intend to do. And in fact, I'm going to save. It is a bit slow on saving, but so it goes. I think I may have the cycles turned down a little. I'm just going to run mode. Because there are things that don't work quite as well as I'd like if you put it at a higher cycle count. I'm running this through DOSBox, that is. Also, another really lovely view. But we're coming up to one of my favorite views, simple though it may be, and that is, once it loads, anytime now. Aha, the Savannah, the great East Fricanian Savannah. And I have a weakness for this sort of view, to be honest. You know, part of it's probably growing up in South Africa, being surrounded by Africana type of stuff. But I just think it's beautiful, and I love this art style too. Anyway, so we're in the Savannah. This is basically the wilderness where danger happens. And there's some stuff that we can find scattered about. A glacier hiccuped here, leaving behind a pile of giant hill-sized rocks. That's a very interesting looking rock formation. This is one of the many small tributaries that feed the Mkubo River. That's the magnificent lion-tall city of Tarna. In the distance rise majestic purple mountains. It's almost enough to make you break into song. Now I think we have time to go over here. Let's see. I think that's about a day's travel across the screen. Aha, I think we have company. Where is it coming from? Oh, there we go. It's a croc, as they call them. Where's my dazzle? There we go. And it's 122. Oh, not that one. 122 on both of them. I think flame dart. Oh well. Right, it's been a little while, but and he's down. Oh wait, no, I think I pressed the runaway button. I'm a trifle out of practice. Oh, there we go. Oh, as you can see, trifle out of practice. Let's try that again. Cracked by a croc. This overgrown lizard left you crying crocodile tears. Your business isn't all it's crocked up to be. Ugh, I do love these. Oh, but at least we have an autosave. I'm going to have to figure out combat as we go. Especially since I think the last time I played as a paladin and thus had standard... oh, hello there. Standard combat controls. Nope, I want to keep casting. Okay, that's run away. That's why. Okay, so hold on. I'm just going to soften him up while I'm at it. Ah, almost. Oops, I hit restart, sorry. It's actually a lot harder, I'm finding now, to play as a magic user in combat. I'll admit, traditionally when I play as a magic user, I don't actually get into the combat. I use the peace spell to just avoid it. It's actually and as a warrior, it's actually incredibly easy. Oh, there you are. But I'm not playing as a warrior, I'm playing as a wizard. So it's a slightly different experience. That's quite neat. And I think it might actually have been the combat for which I turned the cycle setting down. Okay, so I know more or less what I'm about now. One thing you do have to be careful of here is that it'll keep draining as long as I keep pressing, if I'm not much mistaken. So I have to be careful to not... There we go. I have to be careful about how I press the button. What? I thought I got him. That's weird. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, we're not getting a random encounter. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, good, it is still a croc. Maybe I ran out of stamina or something? How's my stamina looking? Should have plenty. Okay, so I have plenty of health and everything now. And does he die? Yeah, no, this time he dies. There we go. That's much more like it. Crocs are basically the easiest enemies of this. Are they? The ants might be. They're the basic warrior enemies in short. We find 4 royals. They're the ones that you go out and kill if you want to raise a little bit of money because you can get a couple of royals from them. They're equivalent more or less to the bandits from Quest for Glory 2. Maybe lone, no, they're more like lone jackalmen from the original Quest for Glory 2, I would say. But anyway, and they're equivalent to the goblins from Quest for Glory 1, roughly speaking. All right, so that done. Let's keep going. But yeah, I really like the perspective in that combat mechanic. It looks really nice. What do we have now? How much mana do I have? Oh, I have plenty. Okay, let's go for it. It's all good practice. I want let's try something here. Don't know whether that even hit. Just keep launching fireballs at him. Oh, almost. Got him. There we go. We're a little short on health, but we're not doing too badly. Let's see what we get for our... No, what? No, I clicked on him. Oh, missed out on the loot, but there wouldn't have been a lot. Let's just... no, I don't want to make camp. I just want to rest for an hour. Okay, still fairly good. We should be able to make it there then. Right. This is where I was trying to get to. The rocks here form a small alcove where some very interesting looking plants are growing. On the far side you see some animals watching over the plants. They look like meerkats with wings. They must be mere bats. If he goes flying across the plants, which are rather active for plants. And I'm just going to take a quick rest here. There we go. How are we looking now? Health's still pretty awful, but we have plenty of mana, so we should be able to piece out, so to speak, of any any fights that we end up with. Can we talk with these meerbats? Doesn't seem so. Alright, well, let's see what these plants do after saving. Right now, nothing much is happening, you may note. But that should change if we... Well, first let's check out these plants. The vines whip around you and trap your legs, and you burn as the sharp spines inject poison. It's something about agony. I'm just going to see what happens. They're diving into their holes in the stone. You really don't feel well. As a matter of fact, you feel like you're about to die. Let's just see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. Vanquished by vines. That's another vine mess you've gotten yourself into. Your post-mortem just got pinned by plants, pal. Anyway, I thought that was interesting to try. I don't think I've ever actually seen that death myself. It's fun to show off the deaths. Anyway, so walk away, walk back, and we should get a new little scene. So once again, this larger one flies across them, buzzes across the plants. Now, if I'm not much mistaken, small one flies across, but gets caught. Well, that's not good. Well, we have a couple of things that we can do here. I think we can use calm here. A feeling of peace and tranquility fills the area. No. Okay, in that case, we will do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, there we go. The little one's better. And once again, let's head out. And head back in. Oh, it's an ant. Oh, go on then. Let's see if we can kill an ant. We might have to reload a save, and that's okay. If you're playing as a wizard, of course, and you don't want to get into combat, I do, because I think it's pretty cool and fun to show off. But if you don't, you can, of course, you can use peace to escape. Oh, I think he killed us. Yep, we had just had slightly too little health. Antagonized. You need an antacid antidote. You need to anticipate. Oh, see the message. Thank you. You need to anticipate these anticlimaxes by anteing up for healing pills. Anyway, I like that they allow you to re-show the message there. Anyway, so let's once again walk away, walk back. I do like that noise though. It's a fun noise. Mleh, mleh. Yeah, it looks like the ants are actually the weakest enemies. I noticed that a couple of fireballs had pretty much killed him. And oh yes, that's the other thing that I was saying. The other option, aside from using the peace or dazzle spell to, or juggling lights, I think, spell to to escape combat, is to essentially run and gun. No, we're just too low on health, unfortunately. We'll just have to peace out of these, so to speak. Or I mean, we could use dazzle and such like, but peace is more my way of doing it personally. We'll probably kill one of those ants in due course, but for now I just want to get this little side quest going. Or done, really. So yeah. Then the little one should go next. I'm going to have a drop to drink while this happens. Do stay hydrated. And we're up. Now we want to fireball the plant. Up he goes and gets back. These are quite cool, actually, these little meerbats. And back we go. And we find the little one and this little... As you approach these rocks, you notice the small meerbat watching for you. Oop, and down he goes. And we see here, you see a ring of stones here. In the center of the circle is a glowing stone and some fruit from the venomous vine. Ah, that's cool. So we get a reward for saving them. You pick up the rock, which seems to be a glowing opal. You also get the fruit and put them carefully away in your pack. So let's have a look at that. There's the gem, the fire opal. The round, smooth stone seems to glow in your hand. And here's the venomous vine fruit. You worked hard to get this fruit, but I wouldn't suggest making a snack of it. I think the apothecary Salim asked for it. Here's the wooden carving that we got previously. Yeah, well, a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, so that's that little side quest done with. We better head back. Oops, I didn't catch what that said. Oh, okay, I think it just teleported us back because it's late. I'd hoped to do one more thing in the evening, but we left it a little long, I think. You get up just in time for your meeting and quickly head to the Hall of Judgment. Okay, fair enough. 2 months ago, the Simbani requested that we aid them in their war against the Leopard Men. It was the decision of this council to send emissaries to the Leopard Men to determine their grievances. Oops, kittens. Evidence in the account of the sole survivor of the ambush, Khatib Mukarram, indicate the Leopard Men. Sorry, I missed a line there. Basically, things went badly. A warrior of Tarna, Rishaka Dar Krisha, was discovered missing from the bodies of the emissaries. Signs and scent indicate some sort of struggle, and then all trace of Rishaka was lost. Rishaka Dar Krisha is presumed to be dead, or else a prisoner of the Leopard Men. It is our duty to seek revenge upon the Leopard Men for those who are lost. The Lion Taurs had no business involving themselves in the deeds of humans. The peace mission should never have occurred. It is the duty of all those in Tarna to care for her people, and the humans are as much the people of Tarna as the Lion Taurs. The warriors of Tarna desire revenge, and the right to gain honor through battle. There is no honor in war, warrior of Tarna. There is only death. My magic indicates that there are signs of demonic activity. If demons are involved, it is they who are the enemy, not the Leopard Men. Council of Judgment, I, Rakeesh Sartana, stand before you. I swear by my honor to prevent the war and to bring peace to all Tarna. Rakeesh Sartana has sworn by his honor to bring peace to Tarna. If he fails, he shall be deemed honorless and shall be banished from Tarna forever. Do you, Prince of Shapier, also swear by your honor to bring peace? Me personally, I'm not a big fan of swearing oaths. I don't know whether there's a consequence for saying no, so I'm going to try it. The council will respect the honor of Rakeesh Sartana and allow him to fulfill his oath. King Raja orders Rakeesh and the Prince of Shapier to meet with him in his chambers immediately. Okay, so we got away with not swearing. I'm glad of that. Raja Sartana, I stand before you. Rakeesh Sartana, you stand before me in honor. Greet. You tell Raja you stand before him. You stand before me in honor, human. Rakeesh, are you so besotted by humans that you pledge your word for them? What in the name of Sekhmet do you think you are doing? I have always pledged my honor to save lives, my lord. You, human, do you understand what it means to pledge honor? Alright, let's talk about honor. You tell Raja the meaning of honor. When I want a lecture upon honor from you, I will ask it, human. You did ask him, Raja, after all. When I want your comments, Rakeesh, I shall ask for them. Rakeesh, you and I have disagreed on many things, but I have always cared for you as my brother. I care greatly for you, Raja, and respect you as well. However, if I feel that Tarna must go to war, it shall go to war. Even if I must strip you of all honor, Rakeesh, Tarna will go to war. I only request that you wait until my friend here and I have done all we can to prevent this war. I will wait, but do not take too long. If the Simbani march against the Leopard Men, I intend that Tarna shall aid them. You, human, do you have anything further to say? Tell about Rakeesh? Ask about... No, let's tell about Rakeesh. You tell Raja that Rakeesh is a paladin and thus knows what honor is. Rakeesh, does this human fight your battles for you also? He defeated the earth elemental in Shapier, and I could not, my lord. You have indeed grown old, Rakeesh, that a human must fight for you. A lion-taur lets the hyena pick his bones rather than ask help from a human. I'm a paladin first, and then a lion-taur, Raja. Rakeesh, I cannot understand why you risk your honor and your life for humans. You could stay here in Tarna as my advisor, or lead my armies as a commander. To risk everything for peace is beyond my understanding. This is an old argument between us, Raja, mother's son. Must we fight in front of my friend? Human, leave us now. Okay, goodbye. You say goodbye to Raja. I will meet you outside. I will meet you just outside the gates of Tarna. Then we will go to the Simbani village together. You now leave to meet Rakeesh again outside the city gates. And we're off together. There's little me and little Rakeesh. It feels very good to be back in my homeland, my friend. This is the Savannah, the high grasslands that teem with animals. There are few animals which will bother a traveller here. The zebras and other herd animals will avoid you. Even the tigers will seek other prey. Wait, tigers in an African setting? Well. However, there are things that are not quite animals. They have little fear of humans and may attack. The field guide to East Fricana will help you, so study it well, the manual that is. I will be using my skills as a paladin to avoid danger. And if we were playing as a paladin, we could gain those skills too, as I recall. As a paladin becomes more in tune with the essential rightness of the universe, he gains certain new abilities, such as healing. The more good one does, the more good things one can do. In terms of game mechanics, the more honor you gain, the more you can do. I have been a paladin for a long time now, ever since the demons last invaded this land. We must prevent this war between people and drive any demons back to the world from which they came. I kind of like that this game is... Oh, new screen, also very, very pretty. This is worth noting. I must warn you about the Simbani, my friend. They are very brave warriors and honourable friends, but they greatly dislike, even fear, the use of magic. It is getting dark, and this looks like a good place to camp for the night. It is always best to have a campfire at night. It drives off many things. If you don't dare to own a tinderbox, I would advise you to purchase one when you return to Tarna. Rakeesh starts a fire and you share some food he brought with him. Then you both lie down to sleep. Savannah night. Don't worry, most trips will not be cutscenes like this. This is just one particular cutscene and it serves some tutorial purposes, I note. Telling you about the tinderbox and enemies and so on. Good morning, my friend. Let's continue our journey to the Simbani village. It will be best if you do not mention your skills at magic, nor cast any spells within the walls of the village. So yes, the Simbani side of things is a lot easier if you're a fighter. I think that part of the reason they dislike the leopard men and seek this war is because the leopard men use magic. Well, I say it's easier, but the warrior has more to do. The leopard men respect users of magic. Perhaps you could gain their trust with your skills and help convince them of the serious consequences of this senseless war. And indeed, that is that is basically where the wizard gets to shine. The Simbani have been friends and allies with my people for a long time, but I have not dealt with the leopardmen before this. And here we are, the Simbani village. Habari Mzimgoje. Mzuri, lineman Rakeesh. It is good to see you. It is good to see you, Mgoje. I have here a friend and brave warrior from afar to see the wonders of your village. Habari Bwana. You say hello to the elder. Mzuri Bwana. Behold the village of the Simbani. From the pen where the injured cattle stay, the huts where we sleep, and the places where we work and play, enter and be welcome. We are most honoured, Mzi Ngoje, to enter your village. Kwaheri. Kwaheri, Simba Rakeesh. Kwaheri, Bwana. Simba means lion, by the way. Do you believe? In fact, we have a brand of chips here called Simba, which has a lion as a mascot. Chips in the sense of crisps, that is. Hey, it's Uhura and little Simba. Hujambo, mabwana. Hatujambo, Uhura. Hujambo, Simba. You both look healthy and happy to be home again. It's very good to be home. I'd be happy to show you both the way of the Simbani. We are honoured. Come then, we will meet with the leader of the Simbani, the Libon. It's good to be back here. Habari Libon Mkubwa. Mzuri, warrior Uhura. Libon, I, Uhura, warrior of the Simbani, be standing before you with 2 warriors from far lands. Habari, warriors. Mzuri sana, Libon Mkubwa. It is good to see you again, great leader of the Simbani people. It is good to see you, warrior Rakeesh. Libon, I have come here to bring peace to your people and the leopard men. I have sworn this by my honor. Mzuri, warrior Rakeesh. Bring the leopard men chief to his knees before me, and you shall have this peace you pledge. What has caused this great anger for the leopard men, Libon Mkubwa? The leopard men have always been our enemies. They be sneaky and not to be trusted, for they only travel at night. The worst of all be that they use magic. The leopard men is the enemy. If the Simbani be seeking a lost calf in the jungle at night, then the leopard man uses magic against him. The Simbani cannot fight magic, so he must retreat. The leopard man will not meet the Simbani in a fair fight. The leopard men will always be our enemies, and now they have made us call for war. They stole from us the spear of death, and for that they shall die. Then they will no longer be our enemy. There are ways to resolve the conflicts between the Simbani and the leopard men other than through waging war. I would like to see you, Libon of the Simbani and the chief of the leopard men, speak your grievances before the Hall of Judgment in Tarna. Perhaps there can yet be a peaceful resolution of conflict. No, Rakeesh, the spear of death is stolen and we will fight to regain our pride. The worth of the spear will be paid in blood, not words. I've spoken. Kwaherini. Kwaheri, Libon. Farewell, Libon of the Simbani. May we yet meet again in peace. You all walk back to Uhura's hut to rest and discuss things before evening. Don't worry, we'll get to play soon enough. It is good to be back in your own hut again, is it not, Uhura? Good, very good. But Simba well worth leaving my home for. The Libon was most gracious to see us, yet I felt as though we were not welcome. I do not understand, for I have always respected him. How did we offend him, Uhura? I be not knowing, Rakeesh. The Simbani have lost much honour with the stealing of the Spear of Death. Still, for the Libon not to listen to your words of peace be not right. Perhaps he will listen another time. Uhura, tell me about the Libon. The Libon be my mother's brother, and he has always been kind to me. I know not what be troubling him that he not listening. I'm not sure how I feel about the way they write the Simbani's dialogue. There's a little bit of... It feels uncomfortably close to... some negative stereotypes associated with people from non-English speaking countries. And in particular, I think perhaps people from African countries. On the other hand, the Simbani are not native speakers of Common. They speak Swahili. That's why we're getting words like Kwaheri and all of that stuff, and Bwana. Those are, if I'm not much mistaken, are all Swahili words. So it makes a certain amount of sense that their diction isn't perfect because they're speaking a second language. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm going to go with it for now, but anyway, I just wanted to have that said. Anyway, tell me about the village, Uhura. This village be where I played as a child. It be our home for this time. When the time of the little rains come, we move to another village. This way the cattle always have plenty food to eat. Their herd is primarily the Simbani. So the spear of death be a powerful weapon for the Simbani. Only the best of Libons may have the spear. Our Libon is the best of Libons. There we go. And Simba? Simba be very happy here. Many people be holding and playing with Simba all the time. Everyone here his family. Oh, that's very sweet. Very much a village raising the child. What's it? How do they put it? It takes a village to raise a child. Here, that's actually happening. Anyway, in the hut, as one of the best of the warriors, I'll be having my own hut. It needed to be fixed up when I got home, but it is again home. It is pretty cool. Okay, and Rakeesh, tell me about the Libon. I have known the Libon for a long time and respect him well. He is a wise man and usually listens as well as speaks. As a youth, he be called Anahasema, he who does not speak. He does not speak, because he be listening always. Interesting. And peace? It will not be easy to bring peace unless the Libon desires it. It is easy to force war upon others, but not to force peace. War? When we see the villagers, look at their faces. If there is war with the leopard men, many of the young warriors will be dead a year from now. If there is war with the demons, they will all be dead. If the Simbani be at war, Rakeesh, so too be I. I be a Simbani warrior. I have pledged my honor to bring peace to your people. You did not return to your village to die in a meaningless war, I swear it. Tarna? I am returning to Tarna in the morning. My hind leg is bothering me again, so you, my friend, will have to do the exploring without me. I am sorry to have to leave you. I will miss you, Rakeesh. It be time we be sitting me too much. Maybe we go out to the village. The villagers be waiting to see you again, Rakeesh. They be killing a young bullock in your honor, and the blood be very fresh. The Simbani celebrate your arrival with meat, milk, and dancing. It is late when you finally make it back to your hut. Greetings, Tech Art John. Expecting a deep Mufasa-like voice there. I'm doing my best. That is about as deep as I'm managing to make it. You were treated royally by the Simbani. That was meat from the Libon's own herd. I'm not James Earl Jones. Mufasa is not happening, I'm afraid. Oh, kittens. Sorry, I clicked through there. We were treated royally by the Simbani. Yes, I'm just waiting for it to come up on the... I will head back, I think he said. If you find the Spear of Death, we may be able to convince the Libon that war is unnecessary. Good luck. I suggest that first you seek some magic wood. Creature wishes to teach you the magic staff spell, but you must have the magic wood to do so. I think you will need all the magic you can get in order to restore the peace in this land. I think that the Libon told us only what he wanted us to know about this war. Oh, kittens, sorry, I'll keep... Let's try that again. When you have earned his trust, perhaps he will tell you more. I do not understand why the leopard men would want to fight the Simbani. Indeed. Tell me about these leopard men. The leopard men usually stay in the jungles. They are only out at night. The Simbani, on the other hand, stay on the savannah and hunt only by day. There is little interaction between the tribes. That the leopard men would suddenly start a war, not only with the Simbani, but with my people as well, is something beyond my belief. Indeed, it is a little odd, isn't it? Jungle? The jungle is just to the east of here. The leopard men have their village hidden there somewhere. It is said to be protected by magic. Magic? Krisha believes that the spell on the leopard men village prevents outsiders from even seeing the village. It is said that no one can see what a leopard man does not want one to see. Interesting. And the savannah? The savannah is very beautiful, but it can be very dangerous as well. Take care as you travel, my friend. Oh, we've seen a little bit of that as well already. Not everything, but a little bit. And dangerous? On the savannah, the places of safety are far apart. Do not travel too far from them before you know what you are doing. That is something worth noting, by the way. as you may have gathered from the map screen that we just came from, quite a departure from the first two games, which have the wilderness areas just be screen to screen. This takes place over a much larger range of landscape than those games, which I quite like personally. I like that long journey aspect to it. Tell me about safety. You will be safest in Tarna or the Simbani village. There is supposed to be a magical lake somewhere to the south that will be safe as well. Interesting. We saw that lake on the way in, by the way. Trust. Thus it bothers me that the Libon did not speak freely with us. It is not like the Simbani to keep secrets. Magic? The only magic the Simbani will accept is that of healing. I'm glad they accept that much at any rate. And Uhura. Uhura will be glad to help you in any way she can, but she cannot go against the will of the Libon. Will? Uhura is a warrior, and she is sworn to obey the Libon. Warrior? Uhura proved herself worthy of the title of warrior during an initiation ceremony some time back. Oh, kittens, sorry. Oh, actually, I can just click through, sorry. The reason she travelled to Shapier was to retain her status as warrior. Initiation? To prove that one is a warrior, one must undergo a series of trials testing one's skills. Through initiation, one becomes welcomed as a respected adult in this tribe. The trials? The trials vary each time, but are designed to test both physical skills and cunning. The trials can be done alone or in competition. Competition? Sometimes several young ones undergo an initiation at the same time. So we won't actually be seeing the trials in this run because they're a warrior thing, warrior or paladin. Yeah, well, thieves and wizards don't get to do the trials, as far as I'm aware. Status? She wished to have a child, but a wife cannot be a warrior. She now has Simba, and no man here can claim her. She remains a warrior. We'll be hearing about that again later, I believe. And Simba. I have no doubt that Simba will be a fine warrior like his mother someday. What else? Plans. As I said, I will go back to Tarna and find out if Krisha has learned anything more about demons. Learn what you can from the Simbani and try to keep them from starting this war. Return to Tarna whenever you need to do so. Demons? Until I know for certain that demons are again released into Tarna, I need to stay near my brother. Raja? Raja still believes that war is honorable. He will be trying to convince the council to declare war upon the Leopard Men. Unless I am in Tarna, Raja may succeed in starting this war. That could be a problem. And honor. To the Simbani, the essence of honor is trust. They are very open people and share evenly with all members of the tribe. It's pretty cool. To the Lion Taurs, honor is a matter of pride and obeying the laws of Tarna. To the Paladin, honor is doing whatever it takes to bring about the greatest good for all. It occurs to me, I'm thinking about the Ultima series, do we have a definition of honor in that series? I think so. I think it's something like being true to your word or something like that. So interesting to compare the value systems here and what they consider honor to be. Pride. The attack upon the peace mission is an attack upon the Lion Taurs. It is only our word that stands between Tarna and war. Word? The pledge of honor for peace means that we must do everything we can to learn the truth behind the attack upon the peace mission. We must do everything in our power to bring the Leopard Men and the Simbani together and end this enmity. Mission? I feel in my soul that my daughter is still alive. When we find her, we will know the truth. We must find her. In case you missed it, Rakeesh's daughter, Rishaka, was one of the members of the peace mission that went out to try to, as a first attempt at forging peace between the Simbani and the Leopard Men after this talk of war started up. The entire mission disappeared, save for one survivor who is back in Tarna but doesn't talk much. And if I recall correctly, everyone else in the peace mission was killed except that Rishaka is missing. Her body wasn't found. So as you might imagine, he and Krisha are, Rakeesh and Krisha, that is, are a little worried about their daughter. So Paladin. The way of the Paladin is very difficult and lonely at times, for you must trust your own heart to know what is right, and not the judgment of others. Trust? The longer you stay here, the more the Simbani in the Libon will learn to respect you. However, do not use magic before the Simbani. They distrust and fear magic. Alright, well, let's say goodnight. We have a big day ahead of us. Good night, my friend. Have a drop to drink while we sleep. You awaken as the sun begins to rise, and my apologies if you heard me drinking. Rakeesh left the hut at first light. You vaguely remember hearing his farewell. Whew, and I don't have to try that voice. That voice is a little bit of a strain, I will confess. Anyway, here we are in the Simbani village. I'm going to save quickly, since quite a lot has happened. Come on, there we go. I've just realised it must have been quite some time since the last time that I played as a full wizard. I think I'll usually play as a paladin these days, since I was somewhat unfamiliar with some of the stuff that Rakeesh said. Anyway, let's see if we can see the Libon. The guard bars the way with his spear. You guess this is not a good time to visit the Libon. Alright, in that case, let's just explore the village a little bit. This is one of my favourite locations, by the way. Although that's not saying much. I love so many of them. And here we have a target and some spears. And a wind indicator. And Uhura! This be the place where the Simbani practice throwing spears. No Simbani warrior will ever use a sword, since you cannot very well throw a sword in battle. You greet Uhura. Mzuri, hero. I hope you are also well. I am, thank you, Uhura. So tell me about the spear. To hit your target with the spear takes both strength and throwing skill. You can build up your strength through practice, but you'll be needing to use your brains to improve your throwing skill. You need to be using your head to judge such things as how high to throw a spear so that it falls to the target, and how much strength to be using. Once you figure those things out, you need to learn to adjust for the wind and throw a little ahead of a moving target. It all takes a good deal of practice to master spear throwing. Tell me about yourself. Today I be guarding the village, so I stay within the village walls. If you want to be talking with me, you will always find me in my hut at night. Fair enough. And Simba? Simba stays with my sister during the day. He keeps her running. I imagine so. Okay. I don't think we can do much with this since we don't think we have any throwing skill, but let's... It appears you could use more practice, like a lot more, because we have a throwing skill of 0, which means we can't actually gain throwing skill in this game, which is a pity. Say goodbye. Kwaheri, hero. This particular game, Quest for Glory 3, is very warrior-centric in some ways. We're going to be missing out on some of these little mini-games like the spear throwing, which are actually quite fun, I think. But so it goes sometimes. Anyway, let's head off this way. I forget whether the exit's here. Yes, it looks like it is. Again, this is something we would see as the warrior. This would be dependent on how... What is it now? Agility, I think. So we might actually be able to do a quick demonstration of this. We're not going to get very far with that agility, but yeah. Habari, hero of Shapier. This be the place where the Simbani practice balance and judgment. This is the wrestling bridge. The last part of the initiation contests are held here. Sorry if you heard that notification. Come on. Say hello. Sijambo, hero. I just be seeing I just be seeing if you have any questions which need to be answered. Oh, tell me about the bridge. Two warriors be standing on the bridge and facing each other. They each be trying to make the other lose his balance. The skill of balancing important, but so too be judging the right moves to counter your opponent and knock him off. This is a tough competition and requires much practice. It rarely is, by the way. Let's try it. Let's see how far we get with our agility of 60. Off we go. And we fall off almost immediately. Okay, well, that's that. Say goodbye to Uhura. Kwaheri, friend. Remember, if you need to speak with me, you can find me at my hut at night. Don't come too late, I do need to sleep. That's fair. Ah! Welcome, Prince of Shapier. Uhura be telling us that you soon hear. I am Yusufu. Ah, this is one of my favorite bits. You see some sort of game carved into the rock. This game is more or less ubiquitous throughout Africa. This game, or variants of it more accurately. The general name for it is Mancala. We will be hearing another name for it presently. I don't know whether it's a name that's actually used outside of Quest for Glory, this particular one, but it's similar to one that is, at any rate. So greet. You greet Yusufu. Mzuri, Prince of Shapier. Tell me about yourself. I am the son of the Libon. I am also a very good Awari player. There's the name of the game. That is the game you see before me, as he says. Tell me about the Simbani. The Simbani are a roving people. This is our home. This is only our home for this season. Usually we will move soon to another village, where our cattle can graze on fresher grass. This year, though, we will be staying here until we win the war against the Leopardmen and regain our Spear of Death. The Leopardmen? The Leopardmen are a sneaky people who live in the jungle. We have always stayed away from them before. Now that they stole our Spear of Death, they be our enemy. And the spear? The Spear of Death was stolen by night. There was not a trace of the thief, and that is why we know it was the Leopardmen who stole it. They used their magic to take it. Some slight assumptions going on there, I fear. War. We will fight the Leopardmen and we will win back our Spear of Death. Soon I will be a warrior and fight in this war. And if we were playing as a warrior, we would run our initiation against him. Or with him, rather. And that cage there? This be a special cage. This be built to hold Leopardmen prisoners. No magic can affect it when cast upon it. That way the Leopardman prisoner cannot use magic to escape. Interesting, interesting. So, tell me about this game. This is the game of Awari. I will be happy to show you how it is played. Nice little mini game. The side near me be my side. The hole on the end at your left be my home. The hole on the end at your right be your home. 3 stones be put in all the other holes. We be taking sorry about my reading. We be taking turns moving stones from one hole to another. You move first. Pick a hole on your side and move all the stones to the right. Drop 1 stone in each hole. If the last stone land in your home, then you get 1 more turn. If the last stone land in an empty hole, then you capture all the stones across from it. You get to put them and the capturing stone in your home. The game ends when either side have no more stones. Only home have stones. The player with the most stone in his home be the winner. The other player be the loser. We be playing just for fun because you have no cows. I let you play the first stones. Fair. So here are our stones. We can't click on his. This is Yusufu's side. We can only play this. So as he said, if we pick up one of these, we distribute them according to the number that we have across the subsequent holes, including these end holes. If we land if our last stone, yes, thank you, Yusufu. I'm telling the chat how this works. If we land a stone in here, we get another turn. If we land a stone across in an empty space across from stones, we capture the stones. And that's about it. So let's go with that. Let's get a free turn. Now you go again. And I can capture these by going here. As you may have guessed, I've played this before. Very good move. You got my stones. It be my move. It be your turn to move stones now. But first, let's tell you about my adventures. You tell Yusufu about some of the adventures you have had. To have done much and been many places. Let me try that line again. You have done much and been many places. I would like to be like you someday. Ugh, I stumbled over that horribly. Is that the same? Yeah. Tell me about Awari. To win the game, you must have the most stones in your home when either side be empty. This be a simple game of wits. Okay, I think we've been through all of this. Tell me about the game. What be a game for, but to have fun and try your wits against another's. We can talk and soon learn more about each other as well. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint. Sambani. My people have been peaceful for all of my life. Now that the Spear of Death be stolen by the Leopard Men and we have their drum of magic, all the talk of the warriors be of war. Drum of magic, you say, you have? Well, first, tell me about the spear. The Spear of Death be the pride of the Sambani. When the Leopard Men take the spear, we lost much pride. Stolen? No one can say how the Spear of Death was taken. It be stolen at night by magic, and a claw mark be left behind, so the Leopard Men must have taken it. Still sensing some assumptions here, Yusufu. Okay, yes, we've seen that. We'll come back to the drum in a bit. Warriors. The warriors want to take back the Spear of Death from the Leopard Men. They want the Leopard Men to pay for such a theft. In war, we will soon enter the jungle and seek out the Leopard Men village. There will be many dead Leopard Men to pay for the stealing of the Spear of Death. Take Art John asks, if you pick up stones near the right, does it drop into your home and then continue on his side? Yes, it does. I'll tell you what, I'll show you. Let me just finish with this. Yusufu. I will soon be a warrior and my people... Let me try that again. I will soon be a warrior of my people and be a hunter and a guard every day. Now I be having time to play Awari. Then I go to herd the cattle to the river and back before the night comes. Okay. Tell me about this drum quickly. This is important, I think. A warrior stole the Leopardman's drum and returned here before he died. The drum be very bad magic and only the Libon dare to keep it in his hut. So, the Leopardman's drum of magic is stored in the Libon's hut. Interesting. So, you were asking if I pick up stones near the right, such as say, well, let's try these. Does it drop into your home and then continue? So, put it in, drops into my home, and then, yeah, all the way around, indeed. So there's a bit of strategy here. I'm going to go for this one to get my free turn. So we draw it, because our last stone ends up in our home. And we can do it again here, actually. Nice. Oh, okay, looks like we only get one free turn. Now that's a pity, but so it goes. Oh, and he captured one stone, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's another free turn. I could have sworn we got multiple free turns. No, apparently not. Apparently you only get one free turn. Okay, I misremembered. Oh, let's capture these stones here. We are getting a lot of stones in here, which is not always good. Because as we saw, these stones are going to swing back round to his side and thus potentially end up in his home. But there's little to do for it. It's better this than let it pile up even more. Let's go for that. And this. Do you think stacking combo turns would have been better design? That's an interesting question. Would it have been better? It has the problem that that you could potentially stack a lot of turns, which leaves the other players sitting doing nothing. So no, I think it's probably better that you only get one free turn. Let's just finish this off. Very good move, you got my stones. Now this game is over. You have more stones in your home than I have in mine. You be the winner. You play a good game. Maybe we play again? Sure, let's play one more. Missouri, we will see how well you do this time. My people have a saying, Haba na haba hujaza kibaba. Little and little fill the kibaba measure. This means doing things a little at a time will get things done. I think about this while playing Awari. And he's starting this time. It'd be your turn to move your stones now. Is this a new one? No. Okay. I bet if you played for cows, you'd hustle the out of him. I've played this Awari game a number of times by this point, and the AI is not the strongest in the world. I mean, bear in mind, this was not intended for serious Awari players by any means. Not that I'm a serious Awari player by a long shot. And this is, in all fairness, a very simple variant of the general game. But thank you. Just trying to see what we haven't... I think we haven't seen these two before. Uhura be the only woman warrior in this village. She taught me to use the spear many years ago. I missed her while she was gone. She'd be a good teacher and friend. And the Libon? The Libon be the wisest of my people, and I be proud to be his son. I hope to be a Libon one day too. So as you can see, the more we play with him, the more we get. The more dialogue we unlock, basically. Oh yes, right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We don't have a. It's a pity we don't have a really good move here. We don't have a move that allows us to capture this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not much good. I'm thinking Isufu. I'm going to. Yeah, you see, here's my thinking. On his move, if he moves this to here, he'll capture that, and I don't want him capturing my stones, so I'm going to move this out of the way. Ah, kittens, he ended up capturing even more. I didn't see that coming. And that was actually what I wanted to move. Yeah, but so it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's no good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, we don't have any really good moves here that I see. So much for hustling all of these cows. That at least is coming our way. Oh, 2 to, what is that? 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like he was hustling me. Yes, indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would land there. What happens if you land in a hole on his side? He gets the stone. Then nothing more than that. Basically, it just cycles round. Yeah, exactly. Oh, kittens! I didn't see. Okay, he has this one. Okay, at least he didn't move that one. I can at least gain a couple of stones this way. And actually, this works in our favor because he's now given us a bunch of stones, basically. Oh no, he has none. He has more in his home, so he be the winner. Yep. Not right now, Yusufu. We'll come back to this, I intend. We're going to want to talk with Yusufu a bit more. But let's go do some other stuff this day. What time is it? Oh, it's still quite early. Good. Now the question is, which way should we go? Oh, well, let's talk with the village elder quickly. Habari Bwana. You say hello to the elder. Mzuri Bwana. Tell me about yourself. I be called Ngoje, the one who waits and watches. I be watching over the village while the sun is in the sky. I'm not pronouncing his name quite right. Ngoje. Yeah. Anyway. I don't think there's really much to get from him, I think. So let's say goodbye. Kwaheri Bwana. I'm just going to head out into the wilderness. So I'm in a mood to do some adventuring. Now, we have two ways we can go. We can go right and see what's further in this direction. I actually don't know which way is north at the moment. Those look neat. Oops. And there's a small lake here. I think I'm going to go this way just because it is a place that I have a certain fondness for. Ooh, a croc. How is our health? Oh, excellent. Okay, so we have full health. Okay, I didn't get as much fireballing done as I wanted, but I'm just going to step away from here, do a bit of running and gunning. Ah, no, he got us. Ah! Restore. Ooh, when was our last save? What have we done by this point? Oh, kittens, I think we... Oh, I should have saved. Really close, you say? Yeah, no, it was close. Yeah, we have to redo a bit. Okay, sorry about this. I should have saved before I went out into the wilderness. But we'll just click through the text. Tell me about the spear. We'll play a couple of rounds against Yusufu. And look at the balance beam. Not really important, but I do want to get this stuff. I don't know whether it probably doesn't affect anything, but I like having this dialogue done in the game. Talking about the bridge. Don't think we asked about the initiation. Yeah, okay. Let's just say goodbye then. We won't bother with the bridge because it's not really important to us as a wizard. Right, there's Yusufu. Greet him. And just click through all of the, oops. Through all the text. Oh, that's the one that we just, haste makes waste and all of that. Okay, click through all this. Tell about our adventures. Ask about all the stuff. Sufu. Okay, notice that we can't ask about Uhura or the Libon this time. We basically have to keep talking to him. Does the game track whether you've talked about a specific topic, or is it just for you, the player? Some things I think it tracks, some things I think it doesn't. I'm not sure what precisely it tracks, but I do think that certain dialogue options unlock other dialogue options and other actions. So yeah, some of it's important, some of it's just for me. So let's just see how we do against Yusufu this time. Not sure what the best move here is. I'm just going to move this one, I think. Bad move perhaps. Okay, that works for me. It's a good move here. Not that. That. I don't see him getting that. Yeah, I use that. So we can get a free move here, and I think we can distribute our stones a bit better. Yeah, he might actually win this one. But we can slow him down by putting some stones at the start of his... Oh, we captured our own. That's fine. But he now has a stone right at the start of his pit, so he can't really... well, it doesn't matter because this is going to be the last move, since we're going to capture his stones and end up with no stones on our side. We ended up with the same number of stones. It's a tie. Anyway, yes, let's play again. And there's the thing about filling the measure. So yeah, the AI's not the best in the world, but it's not awful. Well, it's not awful against me at any rate. Get some of his stones there. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, go for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do that. I think we should be able to capture some of our own stones this way. Capture, by capture I just mean, well, what we're doing here when we... See if I can show you. Yes, okay, so I'm going to show you now what I mean by capturing. When you... Oh yes, oh, you thought the one stone on the far left. You thought the one stone on the far left? I'm not quite sure what... Not quite sure what you're saying now. I'm not following. Okay, fair enough. Never mind. But yes, I'm going to capture his stones by dropping one of my stones into an empty slot, which means that all of the stones involved, both that one and the stones opposite, get put into my home. It's quite a powerful move, which he just did on us. Not a lot that we can actually do right now to affect things. But there we go, that's the game over. And we won this time. Nice. No, won by 5 actually. But anyway, play another time. Yeah, not a bad result, that one. I have redeemed my honor. Okay, so now let's try heading out into the savannah again. First with saving, and second without dying, hopefully. So, greet the elder, of course. This, I think, is more or less for me, but it doesn't seem right to not greet the elder. I don't always do it, admittedly, especially as the game goes on, but yeah, danger seems like a good bet. By the way, I like that you can see the various elements of the village. There's the cage, if I'm not much mistaken. There are the balance beams. I imagine this might be where the throwing range is, spear throwing range. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to keep going for this pool. Oh, we immediately get dropped into another fight. Well, let's see if we can redeem our honor in this matter as well. Ah. I forgot that this game doesn't let you... I did save, yes. I forgot that this game doesn't let you do multiple castings. Convenient manner. Ah, come on. No, this is not working. Ah, I think if I can get the right rhythm there with my... Now you will see that I saved. I'm not sure whether this is before or after I greeted the elder, but I'm going to leave it be this time. Yeah, I think if I get into the right rhythm, I can hit stun that croc. It's not quite, but I wasn't quite hitting it there. Oh, let's try again, by the sounds of it. Soften up the enemy, of course. We are a wizard. We don't... Fighting fair is not what we do. I was trying to get in extra shot, but it didn't really work. There we go, that's much more like it. Yeah, it did make a huge difference. No, playing as a wizard, it's wise, I would say. Well, no, let me not disparage those who have other play styles. But to me, it makes sense to play as a wizard, to lean on my strengths. As you approach this pool of bubbling water, you feel a sense of serenity and peace. Yeah, let me try to reword that slightly better. As a wizard, I am a ranged caster. My strength is being able to attack my enemy from a position in which the enemy cannot retaliate. And, you know, as a wizard, that's the way I play. That is my style in combat. So, yeah, I definitely like to soften up the enemy at range, ideally, at least. Anyway, so this is another of my favorite locations. You're probably going to hear that a lot in this game. Oh, hey. It's an impala, which looks at us and the cheetah without fear. The pool bubbles as the fountain flows. The cheetah lying on the rock looks at you calmly. Such a pretty kitty. Such a pretty kitty. Yeah. There's... Oops. Music's struggling a little. There is a feeling of peace and serenity here. This reminds you a bit of Irana's peace in Spielberg. You have the same comfortable feeling that nothing will harm you here. Oh, you have to head out. Have a good rest of your evening, Ian. Thank you very much, Tech Art John. Go well, and yeah, have a good rest of your day. Thank you very much for joining me. Well, let's do a detect magic while we're here. There is a strong aura of magic here, particularly near the large rock. You had a bad habit of dozing off during Rune Law 101, but this one you remember. It's the symbol for peace. Now, I don't think this is ever explicitly said in the game. I wonder if we can trigger that, by the way. No. I don't think it's ever explicitly said in the game, but I strongly suspect that this pool was in fact set up by Irana herself. It's one of the sort of continuing thread through the games of Irana's legacy in the world. We won't hear a lot about that this game, but it's something that's there. Anyway, let's see if we can pet the kitty. As you pat its soft fur, the cheetah seems to purr. Ah, cheetahs are such pretty creatures. And I have a great weakness for cats in any case. Let's have some water. Oh, hold on. You drink from the cold, clear water. It has a slightly sweet taste and tingles in your mouth. And, do we have two? We have 3 water skins, good. You fill the water skin from the pool. Excellent, so we now have water from the pool of peace. It looks like water, smells like water, but tastes like ginger ale. And this, by the way, is a place where we can sleep safely. Yeah, so really cool place. Doesn't hurt that it has a kitty. Oh, it's an ant. We haven't actually killed an ant yet, so I'm just going to save quickly. We can always peace out, so to speak. Just try to. Almost managed to position the scarab over his head. But let's try this fight. As I think we saw last time, these ants are... Oh, by the way, let's first do this. This is worth wasting a bit of time. It's a giant. I love the sense of humor in these games. I truly do. The battle is about to begin. The ant has how much? Is half health. There we go. Done. Dead ant. 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 Well, you get the idea. Alas, you don't find anything useful. Schumann 3D Blast, you say? I think it's been officially confirmed by Laurie Cole that the pool of peace is a creation of Iranus. Oh really? I didn't know that. Nice. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I hadn't heard that at all. Oh, excellent. It's good to have that confirmed. It makes a lot of sense. As I said, it's part of that thread of Irana's legacy. And it is very much like one of her creations. Less lush than some, perhaps, but in keeping with the environment in which it's found, which is again a very Irana sort of thing. I'm not going to bother with fighting the sand. I'm just going to peace out. Of course, I don't actually know... there it is. No, look, I did peace. Wow, that does not last long, does it? Okay. I don't have the health for this. I'm just going to do a runner. Yeah, the spell balance in this game is not... Oh, you're kidding me, really? Okay, I'm going to have to run laterally then. Oh, not that way, this way. And now we just run, basically. I wonder, because I don't know, can I use the peace spell on the Savannah to prevent attacks, much as the paladin can? I'm not sure, I'll have to try that. Okay, that didn't have much effect apparently. Maybe the creature's just too hostile. Oh wait, hold on, I have an idea. We did... you don't really think the monster wants to watch fireworks display? Oh well. Thought maybe the juggling lights would distract it. Let's try a flash. A flash, aha! Unfortunately, these can be quite long runs if you're trying to escape a monster. Which is a pity, but so it goes. Oh, there we go. We got away. Right. Let's see if we can... oh, it's getting quite late. Let's get back to the village. There we go. Habari bwana. Hello. Mzuri bwana. Okay, let's head down. What time is it? Oh, okay, it's 10:30 here. Okay, so I'm going to save here, and I think I'm going to call it a stream. So, let's see, we have explored the Savannah a little, we've done a little bit of side questing, we've seen the big swearing of one's honor for peace, to the bringing about of peace, and we've come and we've met the Simbani. Started forging relationships, started learning about what's going on, and we found the local Irana's peace in the area. So, yeah, we got some stuff done, we've seen some lovely art, and I, yes, intend to pick up from where we left, from where we're leaving off next time. More exploration, more learning about the Simbani people and learning about this business, pardon me, of the spear of death and the drum, this magic drum of the leopard men, and perhaps we'll go and explore what's off to the right-hand side of the screen on which the Simbani village is found. We could, of course, also travel back to Tarna, visit Krisha and Rakeesh, visit the bazaar. There are some things that we can do there, but I think we'll probably stick around this area until we've collected a few more items to take back with us to Tarna. Anyway, with that, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had fun. I very much have. Stay well, and goodbye. Oh, sorry, you say, sorry you didn't get here earlier. Just so you know, Laurie and Corey Cole, the creators of the Quest for Glory series, stream every other Saturday on Twitch. Their Twitch username is Transsolar Games. I didn't know that. Thank you for mentioning that, Schumann 3D Blast. Do they stream Quest for Glory or do they stream other things? Just before I go. Stream mostly them hanging out with fans. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, well, I'm going to go then. Thank you very much for the information, and thank you very much for joining me. Occasionally they play their games. Interesting. Okay. Neat. It's nice that they are on Twitch. Yeah, so, yes, let me go and bid you goodbye. Thank you for joining me.